This beautiful handheld gaming device is the Steamdeck. This is the Linux-based PC gaming handheld champion. Personally, I love the comfortable feel of holding it, and I don't get tired of it. This tiny handheld is basically a PC but portable. Sure, I mean we could always have gaming laptops, but what if you want something smaller? This solves just that. Unlike the Nintendo Switch, the controls don't come off, but you can connect a regular console controller like this. Or that. Yes, it is a cool feature, but it is nothing mind-blowing. Ever since its release in 2022, I've been using this over my Xbox, which is insane to think about. Since, I enjoy using my Xbox a lot. But since the release of Helldivers 2, I have been on that thing like government money on a bad idea. The design of it is pretty sleek and smooth. It's beautiful to me.
She is very gorgeous to me!
Mine has this nice case to it, but this one is naked, which I stole from Brim. He likes living the life on the edge. I mean, you don't want to be dropping your PC around, right? Especially with whatever expensive tech you have in it. So let's talk about the specs. Just don't tell them I have it. Thank you. Now, the one I own is the original Steamdeck with 512 gigabytes. Now, there is an OLED version that has improvements on it, unlike the OLED Switch, but I'm going to be talking about the LCD today. There's 3 versions of this that have expanded memory. The first was only 64 gigabytes, which is pretty much nothing nowadays. The second is 256 gigabytes, and the last one has 512 gigabytes. Now, don't worry, they all come with the high-speed micro SD card slot to download all your favorite games and more. By the way, this is probably the best micro SD card you can get for your Steam Deck. If you're interested, I'll put the link down in the description. This whole package has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty damn good, like way more than Nintendo Switch. Well, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to run AAA games, unlike the Switch that has only 4 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, my god, my S24 has 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's not even a handheld game device.
And it still can't take good pictures.
There he goes again. It has an AMD Zen 2 processor which operates on SteamOS. It doesn't run off Windows like the ROG Ally or the Legion Go, but it runs off a system called Linux, which feels more like a console than a PC. With Windows, you have to start it up, look through your library, then play the game. But with Linux, just quick and easy. Now look at this. The letters are where they're supposed to be at, unlike this weird setup of letters like this. All the buttons and triggers are in the right place, and it has these 4 extra assignable grip buttons, but those are optional whether to assign them or not to something. If you're not liking the thumbsticks, then you're in luck, because it comes with 2 trackpads just like the Steam controller, which we own, sadly, but we don't talk about that thing.
What do you mean? It's great!
It's terrible, man, you're just a weirdo. The trackpads have haptic feedback that make the latency 55% better compared to the Steam controller pressure. Awesome thing about this is that it includes gyro controls. I don't use it, but it's there for those that take a liking to that kind of control feature. I mean, like I said again, I don't use it, but I see its value in it. Its display has a resolution of 1280 by 800 with a refresh rate of 60 Hz. The display is 7 inches and its brightness is 400 nits, which is pretty good for playing outside on a sunny day by the pool. It includes Bluetooth so you can get lost blowing out your ears listening to the sounds of this.
Minus 20 seconds.
And dual band Wi-Fi signal. The speakers, by the way, are better than expected from a handheld device. And I think the reason behind that is their orientation, facing you. The wattage isn't anything to write home about, but its input is 45 watt USB Type-C and the battery is a 40 watt hour battery that lasts from up to 2 to 8 hours of gameplay. This wide range is dependent on what game you're playing. A AAA game will net you 2 hours where something simple like Stardew Valley gets you like 8 hours.
What about Elden Ring?
That'll give you like 30 minutes if you last long enough. But I don't want to play that. I want to play my Halo and relive my childhood memories at a park. The game library is endless since the Steam has so much to offer, but not every game is compatible with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck will have a rating system that shows you which games are best played on it, like these for example. You can even run emulators on this. It can definitely emulate Nintendo Switch games that run better than the Switch itself. The Switch is already old, and I'd say even outdated. Look at The Witcher 3, it's terrible on the Switch compared to the Steam Deck. I mean, look at it.
Oh my goodness!
Now I know I talk a lot of smack about the Switch and Nintendo, but they don't really improve on anything really.
Why do you hate the Switch so much?
Because, and that's the reason why I hate the Switch. The fans are fanning. I mean, it's nothing annoying, but it can get pretty loud. It just sounds like an AC blowing and beating air in the car. But I do give the Switch one thing, it's really quiet. Now the pricing is great on this, starting at only $400 compared to other handheld game devices being more than that. Steam always has sales going on, unlike some other companies where old games are still going for $40 to $60. I'm looking at you, Xbox Store. Instead of paying that price, you can just wait a little for a game to go on sale just to buy it for like around $10 and $20, including DLC. Look at this Steam library. All of this was bought when it was on sale and not full price. Well, besides Helldivers 2 because we were itching for it. We talk about Helldivers 2 a lot on this channel, but hey, it's really fun when the 3 of us are playing, so why don't you join us? Be our 4th Helldiver. We'll be setting up our Discord to start planning game nights with you guys. So if you're interested, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hang out with y'all. Oh, I forgot to mention one more thing about this. With this Anchor or anything similar to it, you can play on your TV and play party games like this and scream at each other for not doing a simple task.
You should have just moved!
No!
Get out of the way!
Now, there's a bit of misconception, some confusion. While not all games are Steamdeck verified, most games will just work normally. But for those that don't, I found that Reddit has the answer. Drop your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. Check this video out while you're at it. I'm Isaac, and I'll see y'all in the next video.